right, let's jump into another deep dive. Today, we're going to be dissecting some lyrics, some really intricate lyrics. This Ain't the Movies by Canibus.
Oh, yeah. He is really something else.
If you have Spotify or YouTube open, pull up the song. You can find it on C Radio and Rippers Unite. But yeah, Canibus, he's known for his wordplay. And this song, it's packed with meaning and imagery. And that's what we're going to try to unpack today.
Yeah, the layers, it's incredible.
You think you got it, and then bam, another layer. So the song, it starts off, I got human growth hormone bones, you better leave me alone. Badass MANPADS and drones.
What a line.
Right, it's like, whoa, okay, setting the stage, you know.
Definitely, it comes out swinging.
Yeah, the human growth hormone bones. It's like instant image of strength, like superhuman.
Invincible, almost.
Right. And then he throws in the MANPADS, which are man-portable air defense systems.
For those who don't know, basically shoulder-fired missiles.
Yeah, not your everyday brag. So why this specific military tech?
It's like a statement, not just aggression, but preparedness. Don't mess with me.
He's locked and loaded.
Absolutely.
And this sets up all this military imagery in the song. P-3 Orion Dragon, battle cruisers bigger than Cuba. Like, whoa.
Power conflict.
Yeah, feeling of looming threat. But then he gets all sneaky. I follow slow, they footprints in the snow, they pigeon-toed, they cooking with peanut oil, they gotta be close. I track geese, take flight, move east, team Realtree fleece.
Whoa.
What's happening here?
From big, epic military stuff to, like, intimate tracking.
Right.
Surveillance.
Being hunted.
It's like you said, sneaky.
Footprints, peanut oil.
Realtree fleece.
You can practically see it.
It's so vivid.
And it's kind of scary, right? This feeling of being watched.
Yeah, that paranoia.
And it comes up again and again in the song. He even says, they watching my movements like a hawk watches a rodent.
Oh, yeah. It's a key theme, that surveillance, this whole they thing, you know?
Like, who is they? Spooky stuff. Which brings us to the social commentary. FEMA camps. Government controlled, like society collapsing.
Heavy stuff.
It's intense.
But he's not just making stuff up. He mentions real things, the Posse Comitatus Act, the NDAA.
Yeah, he's dropping knowledge.
And he's basically saying, this isn't some fantasy, it's real.
And then he says, Americans ain't stupid, they just distracted.
Wow.
Right.
So relevant, especially today.
Like, we have access to so much information.
But are we really paying attention?
Or are we just distracted?
Exactly.
So yeah, Canibus, he makes you think.
He really does. And it's not just social stuff, right? He goes after the economic system, too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's like from government secrets straight into money matters.
Yeah, the devalued dollar, the whole system being unstable.
He uses some pretty complex terms, too, like derivative bubbles and quasi-illegitimate puzzles.
Right. Like, whoa, what's he talking about?
Yeah, what are those?
Well, it's fascinating, really. He weaves in these economic ideas into his whole critique.
Okay, so it's not just complaining about being broke.
No, it's deeper. He's saying the system is rigged.
Rigged.
Yeah, set up to benefit a few while everyone else struggles.
Ah, I see. So those terms, what do they mean?
Derivative bubbles, they're these complex financial things. They played a big part in the 2008 crisis, you know?
Oh, right.
And quasi-illegitimate puzzles, I think that's about the shady stuff in finance.
Shady.
Yeah, like practices that are maybe not illegal, but definitely unethical.
So he's pointing out the flaws.
Exactly how the system can be exploited.
And it's even more interesting because he talks about his own success, right? Like platinum before I knew what platinum was.
Yeah, and then later he's disillusioned with it all.
Because he saw the inside, right?
Yeah, the music industry, it's all about profit sometimes.
Not the art.
Right. There's that line, not funny, still don't nut and move, but the money, if the dollar is devalued, you just another dummy.
Heavy.
It's that feeling of being trapped in a system that only cares about money.
Like, even if you win, you kind of lose.
Yeah, success doesn't equal happiness.
It's a loss of faith, almost.
Yeah, and the institutions we built, the whole thing.
And this feeling, it's all over the song, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. The social stuff, the economic stuff, even his advice, it's all kind of tinged with this darkness.
Right, because he does give advice, too.
Yeah, amidst all the critique, there's this guidance, almost.
Like how to handle these crazy times.
Exactly. He talks about finding love, finding God.
And avoiding the bad stuff.
Right, the digital voodoo and those black swan gurus.
Yeah, like choose your influences carefully.
It's powerful, you know. He's saying, even when things seem bad, you still have some control.
Over yourself, your growth, yeah.
And that ties back to seeking truth, right?
Yeah, he's not just complaining.
He's saying, question everything, find your own way.
In all this chaos.
Exactly.
But he's not naive about it.
No, he knows it's tough.
He talks about the good life being gone, like something's changed.
That sense of loss, yeah.
And being prepared, right? Any currency is good as long as it can be converted. As long as I could use it for my food item purchase or any emergency purchase.
Like a survivalist almost.
Adapt or die, kind of.
Yeah, the world's changing, you gotta be ready.
And then he paints these pictures, like flashes of the future. Religious workers travel by permit, mega bus merchants, public transportation merges. Good, bad, and ugly all want to grab your money. Brass monkey, Uncle Sam be grumpy. He make sound like Star Wars Chewie.
It's like a collage, right? Society falling apart.
Yeah, religion restricted, business is going crazy.
And Uncle Sam, he's not happy.
Grumpy Chewbacca, that's a great image.
But it's a warning, you know? What happens when things go too far?
It's not just talk, it affects people's lives.
For sure. Yeah, real consequences.
And then he kind of snaps us back. This ain't the movies.
Oh, man, that line.
Like wake-up call, right?
Yeah, no fantasy here.
This is real life.
And it gets even more intense.
Shell cases make beats when they touch the concrete. You might hang from a tree if you don't got a strong fleet.
Word
Oh.
violence, you know,
Consequences.
For speaking out, for not conforming.
It's a heavy image.
But he's not sugarcoating it.
No, he's saying, be aware, be careful.
And then that line about America, of course we're going to remember you. Look what you did. You threw America in a trash can with no lid.
Man.
Holding those in power accountable.
Yeah, for what they've done.
And remembering, right? It's not forgetting.
Yeah, the past matters.
But even then, there's this glimmer of hope.
Forgiveness.
Yeah, he talks about it. Moving forward.
But not too quickly.
Forgive and forget. Whoa, not so fast just yet.
Right, like accountability first.
It's a balance for sure.
And then the ending. Rodney Dangerfield just wanted respect from the powers.
So simple, but so profound.
It's like, back to basics.
Human dignity.
We all want respect.
Yeah, no matter who you are, what you have.
It's a powerful message.
Especially after all the heavy stuff.
So we covered a lot today. Military stuff, surveillance, social commentary, even some economic theory and spirituality. Canibus doesn't hold back.
And that's why it's so good. Like, you got to really listen, you know.
Active listening, not passive.
You'll catch new things every time.
Like peeling back layers.
Speaking of which, did you hear that line about peeling back layers?
Oh, yeah, nice catch.
See? Always something new.
That's the beauty of it.
And in this world, with all the information overload, that kind of listening is so important.
Questioning, digging deeper.
Finding truth in the chaos.
Canibus teaches us that.
So keep your ears open, your mind sharp. And if you want to hear the full song, check out C Radio on Spotify and Rippers Unite on YouTube.
Definitely worth a listen.
All right, until next time, keep diving deep, everyone.